You know what I find absolutely hilarious is the fact that before Joe Biden resigned from running for president, stepped down, Kamala Harris was deemed to be perhaps the worst vice presidential pick in history, with a approval rating lower than Joe Biden. Suddenly she's joy, she's Mamala. Why? Because of the press. Look at this graphic. Joy, joy, joy. The press is a psyop, taking talking points from the Democratic Party in an effort to promote them, in an effort to drill into the minds of the public by repetition that this is the association that you must have with the candidate. Joy, she's so joyous. This woman that cannot string several sentences together without repeating herself is the second coming of Barack Obama.
I'm doing a tour of the library here and talking about the significance of the passage of time, right? The significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time in terms of what we need to do to lay these wires, what we need to do to create these jobs. And there is such great significance to the passage of time when we think about a day in the life of our children.
It is a complete psyop being done on the public. You wonder how it's even possible that the Republican Party, that conservatives are even close in the voting. For example, previously Google, you could not even autocomplete President Trump. We already know that the media and social media, as well as Facebook, were censoring images of Trump with his fist raised. Is this random? And when Google, for example, comes back and gives some explanation, okay, maybe there is an explanation that the algorithm favors the Democrats because right now Kamala Harris has gotten a lot of media hype from the DNC, from those who are wishing her to be president. But when every single time it goes against one party, one candidate, how could it possibly be random? It's like I'm running the till at your store, and every single time that you come in, I give you the wrong change, except every single time it favors me and my economic well-being. Well, at some point you have to realize that it's not random. What we have here is merely the media playing a role as the strong-arm operator to change the minds of the public, to tell them how great Kamala is, to rev up the excitement behind her. Is it working? I don't know. Maybe the polls are fake. I can't believe that some people would rather have Kamala Harris versus Donald Trump, given the fact that both have been in office, given the fact that Kamala Harris was in charge of the border and was able to decide what went on. Instead, they wanted to have the illegals streaming over the border. Then they changed them to undocumented immigrants in naming them. This is what the left does. They change the language in beautiful manners for them in order to win with the public, with the mindset. I absolutely can't understand that people would vote for the border czar versus somebody that actually took action on the border and kept illegal crossings to a minimum. Instead, the Democrats want new voters, and thus they are now want Kamala to offer a pathway to citizenship for everybody who streamed across the border. And do you not think that we have terrorists that came across the border? Do you not think that our enemies would take advantage of the fact that it was documented worldwide that the border was completely wide open, and Kamala Harris tells you that she's going to do something about the border the first day that she steps in office, that she now knows what to do, despite the fact that she was a border czar and only 36% of America even know this fact, that she was in fact in charge of the border, that this was her task. Instead, they let everybody stream across while inflation runs rampant. Kamala Harris is going to tell you that she knows exactly what to do. These people are evil. They're absolutely evil. Joy, joy, joy. They want to take away your rights to free speech. They want the world in the model where they control the power. They want further accumulation of your rights from the Bill of Rights and to come down on you for owning guns. So what? So that we can turn to Britain where they can put us in jail for a social media post? This is what the Bill of Rights was designed to protect against, and every single day they chip at it. But once again, the point of this video is that there is a psyop going on, and this is their desire. Propel the most unpopular vice president in history into being anointed, not by the voters, but by the elite at the DNC, and then into office where she will continue to perpetuate the exact policies that these people that are not overly fond of humanity or freedoms desire. And if that's what you want, y'all, then vote for Kamala. If you want rights, if you want freedom, if you want the U.S. to be strong again and not have many illegal aliens in your neighborhood taking and siphoning off resources from you, then vote for Donald Trump. It's very, very simple choice. It's pretty much binary, in my opinion. You have decent versus absolute evil pretending to be good, and joyous, of course.